Hello, I'm Craig Heffernan and let's get right to it. In this video I'm going to show you how to change out your old treated deck boards and replace them with Trex Composite. I'm also going to reuse the old frame and railings. The number one question is, how much does it cost and how much will I need? All the materials, tools, and supplies are in the description below this video. I built this deck 35 years ago in Syracuse, New York. And as you see, there's only 2 rotted deck boards, and the rest of the deck boards appear to be in great shape. The rotted deck boards came out real easy using this wrecking bar, and it's also great for pulling out these stubborn nails. The first method I use to try to remove the rest of the deck boards is the wrecking bar and the sledgehammer combination. This was very difficult as we could have tried the double-clawed wrecking bar. It would have worked a lot better. You can see the double-clawed wrecking bar and the rest of my tools in the description below. If your deck is screwed down, you'll have to remove as many screws as you can with the cordless screw gun. A lot of the screw heads will break off, and you'll have to use the wrecking bar to pry up the full board. The remaining headless screws stuck in the joist can then be cut off with the grinder.
Take each nail out by hand. Get it down in there.
The second method is to use this cat's paw nail puller to individually remove each nail so the deck boards come up in one piece. If you can get these deck boards up in one piece, they have a lot of life left in them to use on other outdoor projects like planter boxes or even a shed floor. The final and best method for removing the deck boards is to cut the boards in between each joist cavity with a circular saw. This is the most dangerous, especially on an upper level deck where you could fall through the cut boards. And please don't forget to wear your hard hat, even if you're on top. Everyone, this is Lizette. She'll be working with us on 3 jobs throughout the summer. Lizette is an intern from the Pennsylvania College of Technology. The deck is all cleared off and all the nails are removed. It's time for the deck ledger flashing. The flashing is installed so water does not get behind the ledger board that's bolted to the house. We painted the flashing with the matching exterior blue house paint, and we also touched up the cedar shake siding as well. This 2x4 treated blocking is used to support the outside decking border. To make it easier on yourself and so the wood doesn't split, use an 1/8 inch pre-drill and then install the 3-inch exterior screws. The beam tape is 3 1/8 inches wide and wide enough to cover the double 2x. You do not want any water getting trapped between the boards. The butyl joist tape is 1 5/8 wide and is used on all the single joists. The tape will prevent any water to get into the old nail holes, and it will make a nice seal for the new decking screws. Finally, time for the decking. We're going to start by measuring for the outside border, which is the square edge decking in the saddle color. Lizette writes down all the measurements, including cutting around the posts. She uses a speed square and carpenter's pencil to transfer the lines to the border pieces. Then she uses a circular saw in combination with the jigsaw to cut out all the pieces. Here's a good one for the corners. Pre-drill a hole and then use a galvanized finish nail to secure it. It won't split out and it'll hold very well. These are pretty cool. Cortex screws and plugs. You can match any brand and color of deck board out there. The screw cuts the plug hole when driving it home. We measured the first deck board and checked to see if the other measurements are the same. All the deck boards on this deck are slightly different. The measurement for the deck boards are 3/16 of an inch shorter to create a gap for expansion if the deck boards get hotter. Composite deck boards shrink when cold and expand with the heat. The deck board is cut to length, then brought back to transfer lines from the post to the board. Lizette steps in and cuts the posts out using just the jigsaw. To fasten the first deck board, we use Trex Universal Hidden Fasteners, and inside every pack are starter clips. These starter clips are spaced at least 1/8 inch away from the square edge border. The border doesn't have a groove, so we use starter clips. The first groove deck board is slid into the starter clips and also maintaining the 3/16 inch gap to the side border. What are these? Hidden fasteners. These are the main fastener, and Lizette said she'd put them all in while I went to the Turning Stone Casino. When installing the fasteners, make sure they fit snug inside the groove of the decking board, and do not over tighten the screw to the joist. No luck at the casino, but wow, only 2 deck boards left. Both deck boards will have to be nipped out for the post, and the last deck board will be ripped down to fit. Finally, the Cortex screws and plugs are used once again to fasten the last deck board down. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be notified of my soon upcoming videos. It's free.